Whoever's joining, I'm going to be doing these every Tuesday. And the whole point of these is it's called Unfiltered with Amel. And it doesn't matter if it's marketing questions, business questions, life questions. The whole point of my stories right before this was to start getting your questions so that we can actually record this and share it. So the reason I'm going live is so that we can engage. But the main priority is really pushing this to YouTube. So I have 3 cameras here. It's all being recorded. I have my boy Omar that is going to be asking the questions.
What's up, guys? What's up, chat?
He's got a little female voice, but
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Omar's going to be reading all the questions that you guys bring in. I'm going to be picking his brain as well. And also, whoever wants to join, like if you guys have a question right now and you want to join, just request to join and I'll plug you guys in. That way, like if you guys didn't send a question, just literally request to join and I'll plug you guys in. But also if you're too shy to join and you just want to send a question in chat, let's make that happen as well. So what's up, bro? You good?
Okay, let's go. You ready?
What's the first question we got today?
Okay. SimSima4 asked, what's your 5-year plan?
5-year plan? I mean, there's a video that I posted the other day. Actually, I reviewed it. It was an old video. I was going to post it on my TikTok because I just created a new TikTok. Make sure you go follow me. But 5-year plan is to continue doing what I'm doing. Because the way I look at it is, I really look at this like as a game. You like soccer, right?
Of course.
What's your main sport?
Boxing.
Boxing? Do you ever see yourself like just like being like tired of boxing? Every time you go, you're excited.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And that's the way like I truly look at business. Like I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we got GenTech right now. But then like even me expanding to Bosnia, I'm just excited for the game. And people are like, well, didn't you achieve enough? Like, why are you like focus on like building your brand right now? Why are you like expanding on TikTok and so forth? To me, it's just like, it's part of the game. It's fun. Like when I go to Bosnia, like I want to meet the owner of Bingo, which is like a big like chain, like kind of like Target here in the US. When I started building my brand over there, like I say, I want to get into politics over there just because of the fun of it, because of the game of it. So 5-year plan, like this is soccer for me. I'm getting my cleats every morning and I'm playing.
Okay. Expat Janie asked, who do I hire if I do not have an operationally focused co-founder? Solo life is tough.
I mean, it's definitely tough, man. Doing business overall is hard. I think the hardest thing in life is, personally, I think it's like being like a business owner. Because as an employee, like you show up, even if you feel like shit, you're gonna get paid, right? And someone's always motivating you. Like the manager's motivating you, the CEO's motivating you. They're like, come on, you can do it. Let's do the training. Like you get pushed. But the hard thing like with being a business owner is like no one's pushing you other than friends. It's very hard to wake up every single day consistently and turn out fires, because that's pretty much all we do. We just turn out fires. So if you guys are like solo business owners and you're looking to hire your first person, first recommendation is figure out what you're not good at. Right? So if you have like a content agency and you're amazing behind the camera, but you're like, dude, I just suck at sales, hire a salesperson. If you're good at sales, but you don't really like being behind the camera, like hire a content creator. So first recommendation is definitely hire the role that you're not good at. Second recommendation is for sure, figure out how to scale, because there's a lot of stuff that we do day to day that isn't ROI generating. So like everything that we do every single day as the business owner, we should focus on how does this produce me money? And if we realize, okay, like this action produces money, we just got to do more of that action. So like, I know for me, sales at the beginning was the only revenue generating activity, not creating the ads, but generating clients. So to me, if I'm like, I'm spending too much time creating videos, I'm spending too much time running the ads, I'm like, how can I get someone in that so I can focus on generating more revenue? So definitely 2 recommendations right there. Hire someone that is better than you in a position that you're not good at. The second thing is like figure out what the RGA is, and just focus on that primarily.
I feel like I'm gonna start my own business right now. Oh my god.
What kind of business you thinking?
Right now? My own business? It'll be like content creation. Something like that.
What's up, Yuta?
Okay.
We got a few more people joining. By the way, if you guys have questions, like I said, plug it in. If you guys want to join the chat, just let me know.
Naja.Sasa asked, how do you balance work and life, especially since becoming a father?
That's a personal one.
Exactly.
It's hard. It's hard. It took me like a year to figure that out. Because to me, I'm like, I need to dedicate everything to my daughter right now. But then when I'm with my daughter, then I'm like, I should be focusing on business. And then when I'm focused on business, I'm like, I should spend more time with my daughter. And I could never figure out how to separate those things and feel like, hey, I'm doing this right now. Let me just commit without feeling bad that I'm not involved in the other part of my life. So what I realize is you got to block off time in your calendar. So it's like, all right, in the mornings, let's say she wakes up at 7:30. From 7:30 until 9, I'm with her, right? At 9, I'm joining my Discord. I'm saying what's up to my team. So from 9 to 11, I'm catching up on like work. And then from 11 to like 12, usually lunchtime, like I'll spend time with her. And then from like 1 on, I'll create content. I'll start posting, stuff like that. So balance is hard, but like if you don't put it in the calendar, it's gonna be hard to really manage your life with kids and business, especially if you're trying to like grow your business. If you're just trying to get by, you can do that. But like, you know, like if you're not propelling a business, someone else is gonna take your spot.
Okay. The Jake Kurtz asked, how to know when to stay focused on one thing or business versus diversifying and doing more.
Man, it's so easy to get into something else nowadays because you go on IG, you're like, damn, this person's making money flipping properties. Damn, this person's making money trading. This guy's making money off of social media. Like, you want to get away from all that like shiny object syndrome videos, because in my eyes, it's like if your current revenue isn't operating at 80% without you, don't focus on anything else. So it's like, if I'm still involved in GenTech more than 80%, I'm just focused on GenTech. I'm not ready to bring on another source of revenue.
Okay.
But sometimes like there comes a point where it's like you're focused on this one project for so long where you're not making any moves, right? Even if you focus 100% on your agency and you're not really scaling, at what point do you say, hey, this isn't working, let me go a different path? So you got to be honest with yourself. Like if you're already like 3 years in the game and you're not making 10K a month, it's probably not the right move. Nothing wrong with that. Like don't consider it a fail. Just like it wasn't the right move. But if you are in the business space and your business is doing well and you have employees, your team is doing well, you can outsource a lot or delegate, whatever it is, and you're not doing more than 20% of the daily work load, bring on something else.
Okay. That was hard. That was nice.
You like that?
I like that. Okay. Hamza.Muru asked, what's the best business lesson you learned while being an entrepreneur?
What up, Sema? The biggest lesson I learned as being an entrepreneur is, I mean, these are tough because it's like, there's so many lessons, man. Every single day you wake up, you're like, shit, I could be doing this better. But one thing that like I really had to kind of cope with and be okay with, especially being foreign, it's not okay to fail. Like if you try something and you know it doesn't work out, they're like, oh, I told you it wasn't gonna work out. But like most of the time, even before you try, you're like, hey mom, like I'm thinking about this. She'll be like, dude, that's not gonna work out for you. I mean, Rod tells me about his story where he wanted to do content. His dad's like, I don't want to say it, but but like that's the point. Like the biggest thing that you have to realize in life is like, dude, it's okay to fail. It's completely okay to fail. Like if I do this live and like 2 people show up, like it's okay. But then like I know third time I might get 1 person because no one liked it. Just kidding. But you know, it keeps on like kind of progressing in the positive. So you have to be okay with saying, hey, I just posted my YouTube video, I got 0 views. Then I posted my like third one, fifth one, 100th one.
Yeah.
And I got maybe like 5, 6, 10, 20, 1,000 views. And all that is okay because it's part of the process.
Yeah.
That's why like I kind of like even brought up earlier how like this is a game. If you truly enjoy it, who cares? Like I started my second YouTube channel right now. It's called Marketing with Amel. Like I don't even care. I'm just posting like stuff about like me reviewing marketing strategies, sales calls, meeting with the team, whatever it is. Like I don't care if I get 0 views, because to me like I enjoy it. I just want to put it out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Expat Genie asked, "Who do I hire if I do not have?"
We had that one, didn't we?
No. This one's a different one. I think it's similar. We could ask a different one. Jay Fuzzle 86 asked, "If you need to start today, how will it look? How would it look like?"
So if I was like starting from 0, I would do the same stuff I was doing, man. People are spending too much time building business plans and worrying about the what ifs and what if I fail, what if that. The best way to start like any business is figure out what like you feel like the market needs. So like I look around and I'm like, hey, my friends, they all hate cutting their grass. Okay, like I found a pain point. Great. Now the second question is, hey John, who's cutting your grass? He's like, man, I got these people cutting it. They're charging me $50 every week. I'm like, I'll do it for 40. Right. So I get him, and then I get a case study. Then I'm like, hey John, do you know anyone else that wants their like grass cut? And then I'm getting more reviews. Then I'm getting a video testimonial. And I'm door knocking. I'm like knocking on a neighbor's door and be like, hey, do you want your grass cut? So like the guerrilla marketing strategy is still the best strategy out there. The reason that we step away from it is because it's hard and it's very easy to run ads because you don't really deal with rejections, right? You run ads, people sign up, cool, you get some clients. But the best deals we ever had was from referrals and I was going to events. So put in the guerrilla marketing behind whatever you're looking to do. I don't know, if I was starting from 0, man, I'll just be hustling just like the way I did. Find a way to stand out. Like I had the goal like 8, I found a way to stand out. You got to stand out somehow.
Okay. Gabe Thompson asked, how can I become better in sales without having any calls to practice on?
Practice with your friends. Because the only way you can get better is by practicing. So it's like if you don't have any sales calls, call your friend up. Be like, hey, I want you to role play with me. And then role play with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Role play with your mom. Role play with all these people. Because the good thing there is that you get different like perspectives from different people, right? You might get different objections from your friend versus your mom versus someone else. But you got to role play. I mean, we still role play to this day. 10 years into the business, we still role play with our team. Because it's like, you know, the way I looked at it was, you know, we look at athletes, they don't just show up to the game, right?
Yeah.
They're like practicing every single day.
Yeah.
So why do salespeople or like any profession, why do we think we're good enough just to show up to the game? You know?
Yeah.
So make sure that you're putting in your reps, make sure that you're fine tuning it. You know, game tape is something that they call like in a sports like side of it. So like you kind of watch your game, you see where you can improve. Game tape in our space is watching our sales calls. So if you're not recording your sales calls, that's step 1 because you don't know what to improve until you actually like look through it.
Okay.
What up, Sema? Make sure you're watching your gameplay, bro.
Alex
Did Tuki have a question?
Alex the Realtor asked, what's one thing you learned the hard way?
Everything's the hard way, bro.
Okay.
I mean, everything's hard, man. Like the thing is, you don't know what's gonna work until you try it. And even when you do figure it out, like you gotta put in the reps to just keep that momentum up. But the hardest truth to me was realizing that, you know, you truly don't know everything. I had this like kind of theory that like I was almighty, like I could achieve anything. And it's a good mentality to have when you're starting your business because like you kind of become unstoppable. But then like the hard truth hits you when you're like, dude, I'm not the best at running ads, right? I'm not the best at maybe selling. I'm not the best at like doing this or that. So hard truth is calling yourself out. And honestly, like I recommend more friends to call each other out. Like our society is way too soft. Like if I got something like in my teeth, like tell me, right?
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I don't want to hurt his feelings. Or like if your hair looks ugly, it's like go get a haircut, bro. Like if your like outfit is ugly, like go get a better fit.
Yeah.
And I truly think that we need to call each other out more because I don't know what to fix until you tell me. I might think like, oh yeah, I'm crushing it. But I mean, at the end of the day, like you only know what you're aware of.
Don't sugarcoat, basically.
Nah, bro, you gotta be honest.
Okay.
Although, what did Roz say? Who's the person that you learned sales from? It was a few people. Grant Cardone is a big one for me. It was probably like 40% of everything that I know. Dan Locke is amazing when it comes to objection handling. So Grant Cardone is like hey, like buy my shit, I'm the best, like sign up. But Dan Locke is good at like overcoming the concerns that the prospect truly has. Because every time the prospect is like, let me think about it, there's like a deeper meaning. So like asking like, what's their thing about? Or the price is too high. Why do you think the price is too high? Or it's like I gotta speak to my wife. You know, I definitely respect that. Like I would want you to speak with your wife. What are you hoping that she says? These questions are very good when it comes to like objection handling. So if you guys are looking to get better at it, just look up Dan Locke, sales tips. Bro, Yuta, no one's getting Super Mario. Just because you had it, bro. I got the real stuff. I got this. This is my Super Mario. All right, next question, man. What we got?
No more. There's no more questions.
No more?
No more questions.
All right, let me go through all this. So what do you think is the main problem why guys don't scale businesses? Plateaus when it comes to understanding what your business is not improving in. Because you're only going to get as far as good as your systems are and as good as your team is. So if you feel like you're hitting a plateau, it's because your team and your systems are valued at that level. And you have to understand that. Like if you're making 10K a month, it just means that you're valued at 10K a month. If you're making $1 million a month, it just means that you're valued at $1 million a month. So it's very important to understand, to ask yourself, like, what do I feel like I'm missing in the business to overcome that plateau? And it could be your sales process, it could be your product, it could be so many things. But that's why it's important to kind of get feedback from your clients and from your peers. The ones that fall off, ask them, hey, just curious, why did you fall off? Or if they never signed up, hey, just curious, how come you never signed up? And they'll tell you the honest truth, and you can use that information to actually improve your business. Let me see, what other questions we got here? I got to your question, Sama. What was it? The 5-year plan? Go watch the YouTube video, bro. You should joined on time. So where is this question? Oh yeah, so lots of our ad campaigns get us leads and they book appointments but never show up. Is it the creative, the offer, or should we do something different about following up? It's all of it. But the biggest thing that we notice is if it's too far ahead, if they're booking 3 or 4 days plus, they usually forget about the appointment, whatever. I try to get them at least within 24 to 40 hours. So block off your calendar above anything 40 hours of them allowing themselves to book in. First recommendation. Second one is maybe they got enticed to actually sign up, but it wasn't that serious, right? Imagine that you go to a store, let's say it's Armani, and then you see a shirt, you're like, it's a nice shirt, and you step out and you go to another store and you're like, should I go buy the Armani shirt? You're like, I don't really need it. And that's the issue. A lot of us think, oh, we got the best business in the world, everyone wants our shit. That's not true. A lot of times it's just those people that went to your Armani store, saw the shirt, and ended up buying it right away, and they're like, okay, I like this shirt. But most people, when they're like, I want to think about it and stuff like that, they're the ones that are walking out and they're like, I don't really need it in the first place. So this is like very important to understand, where if your business isn't set up or doesn't look like it's a true need and it covers like a true pain point, people won't join. You know, people talk about like the market's being saturated. It's saturated, but the good companies will always win. So are you one of the top companies out there, or are you kind of just like getting the little driplets of the lemon that's being squeezed? You know, like we really need to be honest with ourselves. Not everyone is a good business owner, and that's okay too, because you can learn it. And you got to be honest with yourself. Just like I said, like if someone calls out like your haircut being ugly, like be okay with it. If I'm like, yo, your website isn't good, be okay with it. If I'm like, your Google ranking isn't good, be okay with it and start improving it. So if something isn't converting, man, it's the business, it's the offer, it's everything. Because guess what? If there was a Lambo for sale for 10K right now, everyone's gonna sign up and buy it. Why? Because of the value. But if it's like 500K, you're like, nah, it's not worth 500K, it's worth 250K. I'm not buying it, no matter how much you try to sell me on the special specs on that vehicle. You know, we really need to understand the differences. What's up, Frano? I appreciate it, man. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up today's video. So I appreciate you guys joining. I appreciate you, Omar.
Let me say
peace.
Peace, chat. Peace.
All right, bro. That's enough flexing. But if you guys aren't following me on YouTube, or like if you're not subscribed, go on my YouTube channel, go subscribe so that you can actually start watching these videos. I do have, like I mentioned, 3 cameras. So like all this is gonna get uploaded. If you guys missed any answers, they're all gonna be up there, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.